Let's go. We actually have a game. It's been 3 weeks, but we finally got some Overwatch for you guys. This
I
is
know you missed
Danners on the
us.
mic, and we've got Billabang.
I'm
Welcome.
back. It's been a while. We had a couple hiccups, but I know you've missed us a lot, and I'm glad we could be back with some Overwatch Saints gaming. And we got a few changes,
Yeah, that
actually.
we
on
do,
Saints
actually. Let me
gaming
take a
side.
look here. So, well played. We remember him from a lot last semester. He's back on the main tank role today, with Blazin moving over to off tank. And we also will note that Jussie is a DPS slash off tank today, and Kingdom Heart, who hasn't played here since the very first Saints Gaming Overwatch team,
Oh, it was here. Wow.
is back here for support.
It's been quite a while then. We had a few mix-ups, but I'm sure, we'll see a little bit of new, a little bit of old, but we'll see how they meld and how they play together.
And remind me to never do Well Played's point of view, because he will just spaz around.
Nice. Okay, so we got a
3-3,
goats.
yeah.
We got a goats going on. Typical goats, as we see. We got a soldier on the side of Siena Heights today.
Following along with our new DPS slash off tank here, Jussie gets the first kill onto Lady Luck, taking that junk down real quick. The res does come out though from the Mercy, but Blazin gets a kill, and it looks like this fight is going in the favor of the Saints.
Yeah, it's a clean wipe on the first one, so interesting comp coming out of Siena Heights. Insta wipe, but they are running the 2 DPS and 2 tank, 2 healer, which isn't exactly pro meta, but it can work if you're got some good enough DPS players that can really pump out the damage. But we'll see if they can actually get past this choke point, or if the Saints are just going to hold them here for as long as possible.
Yeah, this is always extremely rough trying to breach this choke when they're actually holding it here, especially with any sort of shield tank like Reinhardt in this case. That Orisa gets extremely low. Jump takes her down right away. D.Va's kind of left alone, gets pushed off the map, going down.
Orisa does get revved though. Interesting, even after they lose the D.Va.
Yeah, they're still 5v6, so it's not really going to matter whether that res comes out or not. It just kind of puts it on cooldown. What do we got ult-wise? Oh my god, everybody's almost got an ult at this point.
So they're really just farming ults at this point for both teams. Junkrat Tire coming out.
And there's a
Who gets 2 picks.
That's one way to try and breach it. The rally coming out from Jump, try and keep everybody alive a little bit longer. The ult's coming down from Moira on the side of Siena Heights. But doesn't seem to get much. Blazin gets a kill onto the Moira, shutting that ult down. Gets right on top of Lady Luck. Takes them down as well. Another good team fight looks like here for the Saints, and I don't think they used too many ultimates. Maybe 1, maybe 2. We'll see in a second here as this fight just cleans up. Yeah.
So we still have Transcendence, and we still have the Graviton from the side of Saints. There, both of those people. It was surprising because it was a 4v6, or sorry, 4v5, with the D.Va coming back at the end. But the Saints were still able to hold it, and they were able to actually clean up the team. And we got a grab coming in.
Oh, the big grab, taking 3 of them down, leaving the supports exposed. Another quick and clean team fight here for the Saints. 100-0 incoming.
They're going to take this point, no contest. Really, I think Siena needed to find somewhere else to go in. There are a few other options you have of actually getting into that point, and they decided to sit at the 1 choke that would actually allow them to get in. And got some trash talk going on. But overall, well played by Saints, and Siena never really stood a chance. Even when that junk tire came through, the Saints were able to hold it and were able to actually clean up the team, even though it was a 4v6.
Now let's see. So now we've got
a fair Tracer. We do have a fair Mercy, so that can be powerful as long as the DPS might not play like Widow or something. Might make it a little bit harder, but we'll see what they decide to do.
I'm actually really interested in this because, well, one, Jussie's new to the DPS role for our Saints anyway, and I don't think any of the DPS on our squad actually played Tracer to begin with, so I'm kind of curious as to how his Tracer is. Jub gets kind of bops, though, apparently. I don't know what happened there, but
interesting.
Team keeps on fighting. Well played, getting kind of low in the front lines, getting taken down. The res coming down. Kingdom Heart right there to keep him alive. The point is now active, but it looks like they're doing a decent enough job holding this bridge. And Team White does seem to be good. They're going to get this capture and probably huddle around the bridge again.
So they're just playing the chokes really well, and they're not allowing Siena to have any room to move around those chokes. The Lucio and the Winston doing a great job, but just even the boop early out of Dowling was able to keep the Moira out and keep her off the table for quite a while. So well played by St. Clair, and they're building up their ults, not quite there yet. It looks like they're going to try and push into the base, actually.
Oh, yeah,
but there is someone sneaking the point.
Yeah, Jesse was in the back line making an absolute mess out of things.
Yeah.
And
he's actually by himself back there.
You did mention that a second, but it looks like they did get him away, leaving the rest of this team completely exposed. Well played to just jump in and clean up shop with that Tesla cannon. Jesse trying to get the Pharah, and does in fact take him down.
Yeah, so they didn't lose any percentage on the point, even though there was someone on it. And it looks like they're just trying to choke him out at this point.
Okay, there comes the tactical visor from the side of Siena Heights. The barrage coming down, though, gets two, including the soldier.
We do see a Bastion coming out, though, so we'll see how that will play in. Jojo was able to pick up 2 with his ult, so that'll definitely stifle them for a while. 64% on the point right now. But I don't really see a way, unless they match goats with goats, I don't know if there's a really good way for them to actually come back. Pulling out a Genji now, interesting. I think they're just kind of playing with them at this point, because you know, you had 8% on the first point, and I don't really see another way for...
Oh, they're so clipped up. Oh, but the Bastion denies Jesse from getting the pulse bomb that I know he was looking for. But it doesn't matter, as it looks like the rest of the Saints are able to clean up nicely. Watch out for those bombs.
I think the Bastion's just kind of sitting in his spawn, just firing away at people, so...
Well, he even gets the jump onto well played, but it doesn't matter. Kingdom Heart right there to keep everybody alive. Game. Another 100 to 0.
0% for Siena. Definitely gonna have to find something to change about their strategy. Definitely something they're gonna have to figure out how to, you know, push through these chokes. And I don't know, they had Narisa, and I wasn't really sure.
That was a bit of an odd pick.
Yeah, it wasn't the best thing for pushing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to have to find either another way, usually using like maybe some dives to get onto the back line, try and get Kingdom Heart, or they're going to figure, I don't know honestly what they're going to do at this point. There's not really much.
It's kind of difficult to say where to go from there, because it just seems like such a gap at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is sometimes, but see, maybe on the second point it'll be something easier, depending on what map they play on.
One thing I found kind of odd, though, is like you're getting like spawn camps or whatever, but where does the Bastion fit in that?
For fun? I don't know. Like I get a Bastion. It can be a good play to, you know, burst through a shield, burst through a tank that's on the front line, but the tanks were very mobile for St. Clair, so it's not really like, maybe if you have like an Orisa or something, you can burst it down because she doesn't have a lot of mobility. But you know, having a Winston, having a Diva, having those mobile tanks, especially with the Lucio, you're not really gonna be able to catch out anyone at all. The only thing you could do, maybe bring in a McCree or a Brigitte, get a stun, quick stun pick, and then you try and go off that. But I don't know. Even on the first map, Junkrat picked up 2 kills with his tire, but as a 4v6, the Saints still managed to pull it off, and were able to hold them. So
yeah, it's kind of hoping, like, after, like you said, that tire, it got 2. In theory, they should have had the opportunity to charge in, and there was just nothing.
In real life.
Okay, so game 2 should be starting momentarily here. Just trying to figure out what the next map is in the lineup. Give a big shout out to everybody tuning in. Coach Vintage, the only one to be in the comments so far.
Nice.
Let's go, Coach.
So we don't really know right now what we're going to play for the next map. We're just kind of waiting on both teams to figure it out. Paris is going to be the next map. Kings Row. This looks like it's going to be the next map.
Oh, no. Kings Row.
So this is one of the Saints' stronger maps, I'd say. One they practiced on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
We've seen some shenanigans here.
Yeah, definitely. Who's your favorite team in the Overwatch League?
I'm going for Toronto this season, just because, well, obviously they're the closest one. It's like second to Vancouver, of course. And then
Canadian.
I was extremely happy with the reverse sweep they pulled on.
That was very. I saw that score.
Match.
I saw it was 2-0, and I was like, "Oh, this is it. They're done." And then I looked back, and it was 3-2. I'm like, "Wow, holy smokes!" So
yeah, I was having
gives me
practice with the Smash guys here when that match was happening. I go take a look, and it's like 2-0. And it's like, oh,
unlucky.
I guess I'll look at it afterwards. I go look at the VOD afterwards, and they bring it back. I'm like, what?
It was pretty crazy. So we got Kings Row. We'll see if they maybe we'll see a Saint special.
I hear the guys laughing, so this could be messy. Let's see. So, oh, this is weird. We actually got this in reverse. We're going to have to be careful because we're actually spectating the wrong team.
Yeah, is there any way to fix that, or?
Just as a heads up, we're spectating the wrong team.
Oh, shit.
Thank you. Okay, good thing I didn't talk about characters or anything yet.
Yeah,
But,
I was sure to not say anything about that.
yeah,
But we'll see what.
Dowling on point, giving us the switch.
Yeah, so we got Dowling on a wrecking ball.
What
We
is
got
this? That ain't a support.
I really don't know what to say about this comp. It's interesting. We got a
Roll out.
Symmetra on the side of Siena. Oh, and
Wait.
Dowling looks like he's even able to survive. We got a Tracer, Wrecking Ball, Mercy, Genji. Who else do we have? I'm not really sure. Torbjorn.
We have a Torb?
Torbjorn and a Sombra. So, very interesting comp coming out of.
Oh, and it's
the
been a while
Saints,
since we've
but
seen Jub Genji, and he's
looks
going to
like-
start going in. There he goes.
Yeah. And
That
looks
is a
like
quick
that's gonna
cap
be
for point A.
about it. So nice cleanup. The Bastion they did get 1 or 2 picks at the end there, but realistically the point was pretty much taken by this point. So got 6 minutes almost on the timeline to take the rest of this map, and it's an interesting comp coming out of the Saints. I think it's just a little bit of an outclass in this game. But
As of right now, I mean, you never know. They could pull out something on their attack, but especially with this Dragon Blade coming out from Jub, this is going to spell
like
trouble.
up to-
Battle Mercy coming out from Well Played. What on earth? That's not a tank. But Dowling still barely alive at 49 HP.
yeah.
Well played on
So
top
he
of
is able to
that.
survive. They did get 1 pick, I believe, on the Torbjorn, and then it was rezzed, but
Yeah.
nothing really. We got 1 Sombra on point. I don't think they were really moving it, but at this point, it's kind of just, I don't want to say playing for fun, but it's definitely a break from, you know, the intense tournaments they were playing, like LAN, and even last week against Waterloo, or sorry, 2 weeks ago against Waterloo. I can't speak right now.
It's okay. Oh, the downtown snipe with that shuriken. Jub just
So-
on a tear.
Looks like they're gonna clean up again. Oh, looks
There
like there
goes
is a pick
Soldier.
coming across for the Soldier, but unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be enough to actually save them.
If I were to give a piece of, like, I guess, moderate, like, criticism, it would just be that they're not grouping in the slightest. There's been a few times where we've seen, it would have been Lady Lux Moira just completely away from the team. But hang on a second, Jub's Dragon Blade just coming in raw, just going right through the team, takes down 2, 3, and probably a 4th before it ends. No, not quite. But
The
he is
Mercy
put a-
actually
hit this one.
got well played.
Mercy
EMP
versus Mercy
coming
battle,
through.
let's go.
It's gonna be able to pick off the
Oh.
Reinhardt, and the Mercy's gonna get cleaned up, and it's gonna be, they're just gonna basically push chokes. Soldier might be getting a few points in on Jub, but don't think it's gonna be enough to kill him. He's gonna back off, and they're gonna push the point a little bit further.
Yeah, so we're like 3/4 of the way here. We've got 2 flankers. Oh, he
Oof.
just pops the ult and Jub just
Yeah,
says
it's gonna
no.
be a
And we
big
got the
ult that's
Bastion,
gonna be
King Heart
gone.
finding him. Gonna harass him down a little bit. Oh, Jesse's on Sombra too, so this is gonna be like tons of harass. The hook does come out from the side of Siena Heights, but does not finish the job. Blazin fires out the ult as well. Molten Core doing the job, and that's a full
That's gonna be it.
3 points for the side of the Saints.
Yeah, and there's not really much to say. It wasn't really much of a fight put up by Siena Heights. They're having some difficulty. They're having some difficulty, pulling together, pulling as one. They're more trickling in, which is indicative of a team that may not practice a lot together or is just not maybe comfortable with shoutouts or telling each other. But that's some good practice on some off characters that maybe you don't usually see playing Overwatch. Some Dowling Wrecking Ball, Blazin Torbjorn. It's not really your typical.
I mean, when you
Typical
think,
things you see.
when you think about it, though, this is technically meta in a sense, because it is the 4 DPS 1 healer Hammond.
I don't know if I'd call that meta. I
Just the
don't think
picks are a
I've
little
seen.
weird.
I mean,
the 4 DPS plus 1 healer plus a Hammond is normal in a sense, or a
I
new
don't know.
normal.
I don't know if it's a normal. I mean, I've seen it, but I just haven't seen a lot of it. But I mean, they are some interesting DPS choices.
That's
Torbjorn, interesting DPS choice.
Yeah, that's just at the like I was saying. I guess the 1-4-1 is proper.
Yeah,
As for the picks, maybe not so much, but you might as well experiment.
that's okay. You know what? They're showing they can play anything, and they're all kind of flexing around, seeing what their strengths can be, which isn't bad. I mean,
We've jumped up, taking a little bit
not all
of
the
heat right off
games.
the start there.
Yeah, not all the games are going to be this easy, right? So.
This is kind of the faults of the comp, though, is that if you need healing, there's only the one Mercy to help you.
Yeah. So a couple nice headshots there by Jub, showing his ability on that Genji. And Dowling going in on the Wrecking Ball. Gonna slam 3 people on the side of Siena. I think that's going to be a stop to this push for now.
Oh, right behind the Reinhardt, just tearing a hole on his armor. There it goes. And it's essentially, how long can you keep him spawn? Unless they want to fall back to the choke. But trying to defend this A point with a bit of an odd comp seems to be thrown off the side of Siena. Oh, hang on, though. Here's Roadhog coming out, taking down Blazin.
So there's one pick. Maybe they can snowball this and do a bigger start.
No, I don't want to. Don't throw. Stop.
Okay, so do back up to the point and just wait for the guys to come through the choke. The raw charge coming in from the Reinhardt, putting himself pretty far away from his team. He's going to get melted down probably, about half health. Jussie takes down the Torb in the background. Dowling, actually a couple of the Saints are stuck on the other side of that archway.
Yeah,
Kind of making the defense a little bit difficult, but it looks like between Jub, Caleb Hartz, and the rest of the squad, they do come back and clean up this fight.
So you know what? That actually wasn't a bad idea from the side of Siena, able to use that Roadhog to keep him on the inside of the archway. The only problem was Jussie's Tracer is pretty good, and he was able to stay alive and contest the point for almost as long as the Siena Heights were on that point. So looks like a Bastion going to be pulled out again.
Oh, yeah, and Jussie's right there with a huge EMP onto pretty much the entire squad. But while he was trying to shoot on the tank, the Mercy was healing it, so no kill actually came out. If anything, Blazin went down. So, possible opportunity. Well played, snagging the kill onto the Reinhardt, though. Oh, let's go. Well played, Battle Mercy popping off right now.
Mercies, actually.
Oh, watch out for that hook, though. This is going to be a scary opportunity. Can well played make the play on this Roadhog with Mercy. No, he's going to finally back up and actually start playing Mercy as Mercy. Nice hook from Duke of Ham. And this is going to be at least a tick, but this is actually a really good position now for Siena Heights. Okay, Winston getting low, but finds the rest of his team. Blazin trying to find the healer. Doesn't quite work. The Brigitte going to shut that down. And I think there's a lot of Saints gone at this point. Who is on the point? Dowling goes down. Yeah, Jub's the only one there alongside well played. He's just popping in Valkyrie, trying to go on the support. Who's he trying to kill right now? Bastion says no, but Kingdom Heart does pick him off eventually.
You should have seen what I was doing to the Warthog. Warthog was shooting
So seems to get a little cocky. They did lose the first point, but you can tell they're not really worried about this much. They're confident in their ability to, you know, keep them from the last point. And it looks like they're going to stay with this team comp for now. And
I mean, they could, but they,
yeah.
like, cockiness is what breeds mistakes. So it's always up in the air as to how
So
this
ball
can turn out.
position-
Nice
ooh,
hook
nice
from Duke.
hook from Duke
Yet
of Ham.
again, taking down a support, but there is well played. Kind of
It's a
some right middle
dangerous
of the
rev.
right. But
He used
okay,
the Transcendence to actually keep himself alive.
if he
we're gonna
didn't,
see.
he was definitely dead in
Yeah.
that case. The Roadhog was literally right in front of him. Okay, Dowling diving into the back line. It's right on top of the Bastion, but this Bastion has the Mercy in his pocket, staying alive. Saints take down 3. Bastion finally goes down.
And they're actually able to clean up Siena
There it goes.
Heights. Wow. So, you know, they're consistently keeping the same comp, and they're Siena Heights just not able to get those picks they need, especially out of the. If you're running the Ashe, you most likely need those headshots just to at least take out maybe a squishier member like Zenyatta or Mercy, because they're running pretty squishy healers at the moment. Let's see if Dowling's gonna stay alive. Dowling does stay alive.
Okay, ults firing away, forcing the Transcendence again from Kingdom Heart, but they also ended up using Bastion's ults, the tank transformation, and he just gets taken down right after it's done. It's looking like the rest of the Siena Heights squad might go down, but Jub almost like overextended there, and this monkey is not going to let him get away with it, but Justy was there to shut him down as soon as he jumped in. Another good hook there from Duke. A couple of the Saints actually really low on health. They got to be careful. But it does look like Saints pick up another couple kills, so they're going to clean this up. There is 1 minute, 20 seconds on the clock.
That Torbjorn turret is actually doing a lot of damage when well in the back line. It's tough to see, but it's definitely something you have to learn to deal with. Because if you leave that going, it's just going to destroy your team there. So.
Okay. Nice pile driver there from Dowling to get the first tank down with Winston dropping. The rest of the Saints following in alongside him. Jub with the blade and triple kill because of it. Charging again, pretty much right to where the payload spawned. Cleans them up. 50 seconds left.
Yeah, so it's just practicing on some characters that normally they wouldn't play a lot on, just in case, you know, future reference. Looks like they got 5 ults up and ready for this final push.
Molten core right on the spawn point. You can't even escape your home, but a nice job from the Bastion. Just hop in the spawn point, go right in the transformation, and just go ballistic on him. But even then, you still can't really leave. You still can't really get to the point. And the Saints are going to be able to clean up as soon as they leave.
Yeah, they have a lot of ults still stored up, so as soon as Siena Heights hops out of this point.
Oh, Kingdom Heart getting a little bit cocky, but luckily, I think the well played was right there to keep him alive. Just trying to get the picks. Yeah, Duke of Ham trying to run away from this roaming hamster, but it's not going to be enough. Nobody can make it to the payload. A quick 2-0 for the side of Saints.
Yeah, there's not really much to say about that. They were smurfing on Siena and
There's no
playing a
smurfing.
few
These are real
characters that
hands.
normally they wouldn't play, but you know what? They're not showing their hand for any stronger teams that they might play against. And
Oof. The triple with that slice, my goodness.
15 Jub Genji, we know how good it is.
And that it is. Okay.
Excellent.
So Saints are going to walk away with this victory.